No, I do more than deliver a baby. If you come to the clinic and it's medical related, I do whatever you need. All right, so I wanted to be a doctor since I was age 7 and grandmother passed away. I felt like that they didn't tell us she was gonna pass away. I got older, it turns out she acutely passed away. And she probably wasn't a compliant patient. But in either case, I still remember the day that I sat at my medical school interview with the school that I ultimately went to, Medical University of South Carolina in Charleston, South Carolina. And the French man sitting behind the desk looked at my chart or my folder, he put his hand on it. He said, I know everything I need to know about you. I've read about you. He said, but what you don't understand is that some of us want you here. Some of us. Some of us fight hard for you to get here. And then we sit at the table, we argue with other people so that you can get a spot at our medical school. They send you an admission letter and you guys don't come. So he said, I only have one question. If we send you the letter saying you are admitted, will you come? Will you choose our school? I was shocked, right? Because the interview is supposed to be hard. And this was just seems too easy. So I answered his question. I said, yes, I would come. I absolutely would come. He said, okay, that's all I need to know. He said, do you have any questions for me? Well, it turns out, regardless of your age, if you're going to an interview, you need to investigate the people that are interviewing you first. So that's what I did. I had already answered all my own questions with my little search on who they were. So I didn't have any questions. And as I left, I thought to myself, that was just too easy. It's supposed to be really hard to get into school. There are people who were telling us that they didn't get into school. Well, it turns out that he held up to his end of the bargain. I received that letter along with another letter. And I had a choice to make, and I remembered what he said, will you come? Will you come to our school if we send you the letter? I went to his school, and by God's grace did graduate, and that was the beginning of my journey. I heard someone else say they were a veteran. I too am a veteran of the United States Navy. Did my training for residency right here in California, in San Diego County. And now I do still practice. I have my private practice up in Fallbrook in North County, part of San Diego County. And I always tell the young people, whether you are becoming a doctor or a nurse or anyone that works in the building, there's a lot of people that work in the hospital, guys. I mean, everybody from the janitor, which is my first tax-paying job, was being a janitor, to the doctors, the OR techs, the people in the cafeteria. There's just a lot of people that are keeping the building going. So I always say that if you want a good, stable job, get into somewhere in the building. But we do have more people living longer. And so my mission is more doctors. And more doctors, more doctors, more doctors.
More black doctors.
Well, yes. Turns out I look like I look, and Native American blood runs through these veins. We did a DNA test. There's some Irish blood running through these veins. So yes, we need doctors. I really don't care what you look like. We need just some good doctors because people are getting older. So I would say encourage the young people. And when I say young, anyone less than 60. We had a guy in our medical school class that was 50 years old. Wow. And we had a guy in residency that was 50 years old. So, you know, hey, can you still walk? Can you talk? Can you remember a few things? Because in medical school, there was a lot to remember. So I said, this is close to impossible. I remember the things that would kill you right now while I'm talking to you. Everything else, as soon as we passed that test, it was on the back burner, burn it up. But anyway, I'm Dr. Anshanta Jenkins. It has been my pleasure to speak with you. I hope and pray that you are healthy and well. And if you can't do nothing other than what you just saw me do, or less, I just jogged a slow trot up here to get up here, okay? So if you can just walk in place. Okay, if you sitting, can you just lift a leg? Can you do that for 30 minutes at least once a day? If you can stay healthy. And if you can stay healthy, you can live. And if you can live, sure, you can do like President Carter did and bust that 100 wide open. God bless y'all.
Watch your step, Doc.